I got started in the hobby back in the spring of 1968, as I recall. My wife and I were college students at Western Michigan University, and after the cold, hard winter, one day we took a drive out in the country and came across the little antique store, probably around March, and I walked in and she said, "Honey, there's three little political buttons over here." Now she knew I was a history major and that my goal was someday to eventually teach U.S. history.
But I said, "Gee, Ken, you should buy that button. You're a history major, and I bet you're going to probably want to use that in class." And he bought that button, and that sort of led to going to Chicago. Next thing we knew, then we meet, another individual who tells us all about, Joe Jacobs' son, Mark, who told us all about the APIC. We went to our first meeting, and that was it. We were hooked.
We are the living museum of this hobby's Americans' political heritage, and we are the ones who keep it out there. That's one of the reasons I like mine out to display. When I was teaching, there was always stuff in my room. I mean, I changed the display every week and a half. There was always stuff in my room. The kids always were interested, and to this day, I still have kids contact me on Facebook, say, I really never liked history much until I got to your class. And I might not still love it, but I appreciated the things that you brought in.
I just think history is important, and if we don't review it periodically, then we want to repeat it, and so I think we should preserve it as much as we can, which is what our hobby does.
I have a lot of one-of-a-kind license plates, but one of the ones that I really like the most is it's called Rosie with Roosevelt. It has figural flowers coming out of the top, but it's really a very, very ornate license plate, and that came from a collector named Jim Gifford, who found a duplicate, and Jim is now passed away, no longer with us. But he was instrumental in getting me kind of more interested in license plates, which has become kind of a specialty of mine, so I have 553 and counting of them.
It's been a really great hobby. I mean, I know people for 45 years. I've watched their children grow up. They've watched our son grow up. I consider them close friends, even though we're not in the same geographical area. But it's kind of neat having friends all over the country.
For the last 45 years, they've become my family. I have close friends all over the country. Some of them much closer than people that live 2 or 3. I only see them 4 or 5 times a year, but I see them every year 4 or 5 times for 45 years. They've been here to visit. I've been to visit their houses. They're kind of like my best friends. Before you break my heart, think it over. Think it over. Yeah, we did a talent show at school, and we dressed up like the Supremes and did a number. We were a big hit.
I thought maybe you'd come here and just do that.
Well, I do on Saturday nights.